Okay, so these chunks of meat are like beautifully marinated. Hey everybody, it's Anna Boris with Manitoba Beef Producers, and today on this beautifully warm day we are going to be cranking out some beef souvlaki. So super easy recipe, just a quick marinade. We've got some beautiful strip loin that I've chunked into about inch and a half chunks, and then we're going to let that marinate overnight, and then we're going to throw it on the grill. So like I said, we've got some lemon juice here. Greek cooking, I just think lemon, garlic, and oregano. So we've got about 1/3 of a cup to about 1/2 a cup of fresh lemon juice. We've got a healthy amount of garlic. Again, I like to say measure with your heart. We've got a little bit of oregano going in, a little paprika, or paprika, as most people say. A little S&P for salt and pepper. Get a little seasoning up in there. And then, of course, finish with a little canola. And then we're just gonna blitz this until it comes together. Hang tight, we're just gonna give this a quick blitz. All right, so we got this marinade. Ooh, lemony. We've got this marinade. We're gonna just toss it in over top of our meat chunks here. And again, this is just a strip loin because it's nice for the grill. And I'm using a container that you don't want too much like moving around, so it's gonna like really nicely coat it. So we're gonna cover this up and we're gonna put it in the fridge for overnight, minimum like 4 or 6 hours, but ideally overnight. And then when it comes out, we're gonna give it a skewer.
Hi, I'm Connor English, a cattle producer from Browderdan, Manitoba. Welcome to my farm. Did you know cattle can turn this into high-quality protein? Beef cattle often utilize marginal lands that are not good for growing crops and only suitable for growing plants that people cannot digest. Cattle also upcycle damaged crops, byproducts, and food waste that would otherwise go into the landfill. Through the cows, we can turn these plants into high nutrient-packed, high-protein food that fuels our bodies.
Okay, so this strip loin, these beautiful little marinated chunks are on these skewers. Now, you can, soak your skewers if you're not using metal. I don't, because I don't have time for that. So I'm just gonna throw these guys right in the grill. This grill is, I kind of keep it about 425 Fahrenheit, so she's nice and hot. So we're gonna throw these guys on. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna build this tzatziki sauce. So I like to have a really creamy tzatziki. So what I do is I'll buy the Greek yogurt from the store. It's typically like a 750 ml container. And I put it in about 4 layers of cheesecloth and I drain it. And you'll notice it'll probably reduce by about half. So obviously the more that drips out, the creamier it's gonna get. So that took about maybe 2 hours to drain it. And then you get this beautiful creamy consistency. The cucumber, I've grated it. I've also strained it just through a clean like J-cloth or paper towel. Get as much of the water out as possible because you don't want soupy tzatziki. I like creamy. So to this, we're gonna add, again, a little bit of garlic. And this dill, who doesn't love dill? So you can put as much as you want in. I think I have about 2 tablespoons. And then we've got a little bit of red wine vinegar. Okay, and then lastly, just a little bit of S&P. Right on top. There you go. And then this we're just gonna stir together. You'll notice the consistency of that yogurt It's quite thick. It's very similar to sour cream at this point. Okay, so you just mix this together. And because we've added salt, salt has this tendency to draw water out of whatever it goes in. So it'll continue to draw water out of that yogurt. It'll continue to draw water out of the cucumber. But I like to serve this, you know, kind of, you know, right before the meat's done. Like I'll mix it up. Preferably, you know, not the night before. It's better fresh. But if you do it the night before, just give it a good stir and it'll reincorporate that water into that tzatziki sauce. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a little taste, make sure we're good here. Oh, yeah, I'm here for that. So good. You get that little hit from that garlic because it is fresh garlic. It's kind of got a little punch to it. It's so good, it's so fresh, it's so creamy, and then a bit of that acidity from the red wine vinegar. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna check on our meat. So it's been going now for a few minutes. We're just gonna give it a little turn. Okay, so we've got these cooking for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna just give them a quick temp, see where we're at here. Just be aware that your bigger chunks might read a little bit lower than your smaller chunks, but we're aiming for about 130 right now, and we are hitting that. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these off, and then we're gonna let them rest for about 5 minutes. I grew up eating, you know, souvlaki. My uncle Gus, very Greek. Every time we'd go over to their place, it was typically souvlaki for dinner. So this is a favorite in my household, and it's so good. You're gonna love it. And so, yeah, if you want to find the recipe, just put that, oh yeah, right there. If you want to find the recipe, just take a look at the link below and let us know how you enjoyed it.
If you decide to try this recipe at home, we would love to know what you think. We hope you leave this video feeling inspired to cook with local ingredients. Subscribe if you want to see more from us. Thank you so much for watching.